Here are 5 hidden gems in Sarasota that many locals haven't even fully explored. And make sure you stay till the end for a bonus spot that's totally unexpected, but 100% worth the visit. Let's jump in. So here we are just a little north of the city at a quiet little spot called Indian Beach Park. Now, as you can see behind me, we've got the Sarasota Bay, quite placid. This is a great place to put a kayak, a canoe, maybe paddleboard. Because you're inside the bay, you're not going to have many waves. It's a great place to do it. Guys down there in waders, fishing. It's a great place to maybe come and have lunch, or even better, sunset. That's a great place to grab a bite, grab a sub, and come have dinner here and watch a sunset. But it's a quiet little spot. One little pro tip I'd have to tell you is make sure you know when the high tides are, because the tide comes in a lot. We're at high tide right now, but there's still some kids down there playing in the sand. But it's a beautiful little spot, kind of tucked away between Sapphire Shores and the Ringling School of Art. And we're going to show you some vistas here, some park benches here as well, so you can sit. But it's a great little spot right here along Sarasota Bay. Now, Indian Beach gets its name from the natives that flourished for centuries near these waters, and from their ceremonial mounds that have been found in and around the area. From its humble beginning, it's still a gorgeous spot, and of course it's a sought-after place to build or buy a home, mainly due to its amazing views and its eclectic stock of homes. So here we are at one of Sarasota's oldest animal sanctuaries, Jungle Gardens. We're right in front of the Galapagos. This is the oldest turtle you're gonna find in the world. We're at a wonderful place. I'm telling you, used to take the kids back here. They used to love the bird shows, and you can hear the birds in the background. They used to love to put a falcon on their arm. Lots of different animal shows here, and it's family owned. That's what I love about it. It's been family owned since the 1930s. Jungle Gardens, folks, it's well worth a trip. You truly feel like you're in a jungle as you walk along the winding paths, stopping at several animal exhibits along the way, and spotting several peacocks too. Now, one of my favorite exhibits is the alligators. From big to small, and you'd be surprised at how soft these baby gators really are. At Jungle Gardens, there are always several scheduled animal shows throughout the day.
He is a Chilean Rosehair tarantula, so you get heebie-jeebies.
I also enjoy all the exotic bird shows. They sure are spectacular. And everyone loves a chance to feed the flamingos as they stroll along the lake, tourists watching. So here's a quick pro tip about Jungle Gardens. Make sure you get here early because we are under the Florida sun. But what's really nice about it is the trails are nice and shady, and there's a cool breeze coming off the bay because the property extends almost to the bay. Now, Jungle Gardens is about a block and a half from US 41. And when you're here, here's another good thing. Get the kids something to feed the animals. They love that. You're gonna see flamingos, all kinds of birds, and of course, they love the petting zoo. It's a great day for the entire family. If you got a grandkid, it's a great afternoon to spend with them. And if you get lost, we found this out as well. All the bridges are numbered 1 to 18. So we got lost along the path. We couldn't find exactly where we were. Just looked at the map and we followed the numbers on those particular bridges. All right, folks, it's a great way to spend a day here at Jungle Gardens. Jungle Gardens is easy to get to with plenty of parking. And there's a gift shop on site, so you can pick something out to remember your day. And it really is a true slice of old Florida. So do you want to see something bizarre? How about the Bazaar here at Apricot and Lime? We've got 5,000 square feet of vendors here, local vendors here. They've got food, they've got music on the weekends, all kinds of things to do indoor and outdoor. And we're gonna check it out here in a second. But if you notice behind me, they've also got an outdoor part. We're gonna stroll out there and here in a second. But come join me for this indie vibe, basically an outdoor-indoor market locally right downtown. Now out in the courtyard, you'll find a permanent food truck, which is much better than you might expect, because it's headed up by the executive chef, Mitch, who was once the chef at Ophelia's. He'll be serving up some delicious entrees, and you don't want to miss that. And don't forget to check the schedule for live music on the weekend. I just missed out on a great local Heart tribute band. Yes, the Bazaar at Apricot and Lemon is part of the flavor of the Sarasota art scene. So check out the studios and galleries right next door. So here we are on top of what we locals affectionately call the hill. It's 360 acres of preserve land right here on the eastern side of Sarasota, the eastern suburbs. And behind me, if you see the wetlands and everything, it got its name from celery fields because that's what they grew here. In the 1920s, they grew lots of celery. And where I-75 is, that used to be a train line going north to south. And every day they would ship boxes and boxes of celery up north. But in the 80s and 90s, there was some flooding in the eastern neighborhoods. So the county commissioners got together and they created a flood plain or basically flood control out here. So they dug canals, and now when it rains heavily, a lot of the watershed goes this way, and it's really smart, a really smart idea, and it works really well. So it has a dual purpose. It's a nature preserve and it's a flood control. Great idea, and it's a beautiful park. For folks who live out east, this is a great vantage point to catch a sunset, watch the Benderson Park UTC fireworks, or birdwatch along their two piers that stretch out into the wetlands. So if you know anything about Florida topography, you know that Florida is pretty flat, especially this area in Sarasota. So about 10 years ago, they decided to dredge the south portion across from Palmer Road on the south side, make that a little deeper for the wildlife. And they built this beautiful hill behind us, which has really become popular amongst sporting enthusiasts. I see soccer teams, football teams, running clubs, a bunch of people use it. Even my own doctor, he ordered me that I had to run it once a week. Okay, that's not true, but I am gonna run it for you here in just a second. We'll see how I do.
Okay, folks, jump on my back because I'm about to run this hill. Let's see how really out of shape I am. All right, here I go. I'm already breathing hard. Can't stop running until I get there. Whew. Made it to the top. And yes, I'm out of breath.
Yes, I'm out of breath, but we're not out of time as we head to one more hidden Sarasota gem and one more bonus gem. We're here at Jessica's Garden. This is Sarasota's own little organic farm. As you can see behind me, everything's organic, no pesticides, don't have to worry about anything like that. And right next door, they sell it on the weekends. You can go and get all your local produce fresh from the garden.
Are you into freshly grown produce and organic foods? Well, not very far from DeSoto Acres is a little farm stand and a small rural farm sitting right off an urban neighborhood and minutes to the mall at UTC. Hidden amongst some back roads is Jessica's Organic Market, where you can see there's quite a variety of vegetables, herbs, and other organic delights. But get there early so you can get the best pick of the day.
Now it's time to hop in the car one last trip to see one of the most unique neighborhoods in all of Sarasota. So here we are in Sarasota's Amish Vegas. Well, at least that's what the New York Times called it a couple years back in an article. We're here in the Pinecraft neighborhood, and it's predominantly Mennonite and Amish people who live here throughout the year. But in the wintertime, the population almost doubles. They come from Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, all the Amish communities up north, and it's really a unique neighborhood. And in this video, we're gonna explore all the cool places that you can shop, where you can find handcrafted kind of items made here by the Amish. And we're also gonna show you where to eat because they got a lot of amazing restaurants. So I'm standing in front of infamous and locally famous Yoder's restaurant. This is home cooked food. And folks, I wish you could smell what I'm smelling. It makes me wanna run in there right now. The wafts of different foods and different desserts here, all up and down Bay Vista Street is amazing. Fresh pies, fresh desserts, and once again, home cooked meals. I think I'm gonna go for a turkey and dressing in here and get some. So join me for some food and some pie.
Yes, Yoder's is a favorite for year-round and seasonal residents alike. Noted for their amazing variety of scrumptious pies, it's well worth a trip for dessert itself. And I am an absolute pie connoisseur. My favorite is the chocolate peanut butter pie. Oh boy, more chocolate than peanut butter. I think I could probably eat my weight in pie. And for those who have that same weakness, great news. Coming soon, they are opening a coffee and mini pie bar called Piecraft, a takeoff of the neighborhood of Pinecraft's name itself. Now just up the road is the Taj Mahal of Amish buffets, Der Dutchman, where you'll find 2 packed floors to dine, browse, and spend. Open the door and walk into the closest thing you'll find to an Amish ballroom, and get ready to check out an overwhelming variety of goods, foods, desserts, and take-home items. Order ahead for pickup, or dine in and then walk off your meal as you head upstairs to the gift shop, where you could lose your wife for a couple of hours. Don't worry guys, there are plenty of places to sit upstairs or downstairs, or head out to the front porch on a rocking chair. Check out how the line is starting to form for lunch. And speaking of lines, make sure you order ahead because the lines for pre-ordered Thanksgiving meals and pies can go around the block. Yes, Pinecraft is eclectic, and not always what you'd expect. You'll see Amish catching the bus to the beach or using electricity like they may not back home. Remember, that's why they call it the Amish Vegas. What happens in Pinecraft stays in Pinecraft. Those are 5 hidden gems right here in Sarasota. But what's it really like living here? Well, here are the pros and cons of living in Sarasota, Florida.